Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode here on PasticheofSkin. Today we're checking out the Street Fighter V CFN beta trial test that ran for the last few days on the PlayStation Network. Now, this has been available on the PC and on the PlayStation 4. This is the first kind of beta push that Street Fighter V has had on the consoles for some of these updates. And I'm glad actually I've gotten a chance to play it because I haven't got into Street Fighter V at all. So I hadn't played in any of the previous betas. All I've seen is gameplay, especially people like Maximilian Dude and other fighting game YouTubers who've actually played this game to death, and I've been enjoying the hell out of their gameplay, but I haven't actually got to experience it for myself. Now, getting to try this out for the first time, I'm probably going to pick up and pick and choose what fights I show to the world, because a lot of this was me getting my ass absolutely trounced and handed to me. I might show you a little bit later on because it kind of relates into some of the functionality that was released on the actual CFN update. Now, really, CFN update is pushing towards the competitive market. This is actually the update that I suppose a lot of people have been waiting for after they finished off putting in the mainstream story updates for casual players. This would be the kickoff, I suppose, of a Season 2 of the downloadable content on the Street Fighter 5 season passes. Going, of course, start with a little bit of Ryu versus Ryu action. I wanted to talk to you guys here about the bits and pieces that I actually experienced with the CFN. Now, there's a lot of tweaks and changes that I imagine probably still need to be done with the beta before they release this to the wide open public. But I'm glad they've actually gotten to take part because I saw a few flaws, I saw some really interesting things. The main focus, I suppose, of the CFN is to kind of, the update is to make sure that you can find the fighters that they want to be fighting. Now, if you're in a casual match and you're just looking for a quick play to run from character to character, it's not that big of a deal. You could easily done that with any kind of like simple function. But with the use of the CFN friends lists, the block lists, the battle lounge, it gives you easy access and methods to run tournament play, and to actually run like a themed room for practices. It also provides readily and easy access and searching of replays. All of these bits and pieces are intrinsically involved with the competitive scene for Street Fighter V. So obviously, with a game that was willing to damage its original release for focus for the competitive market to be in time for like EVO last year, and of course releasing without any of the story content, well, anything beyond a single skill screen at the end of story content, this game has marketed itself and angled itself for the one particular kind of people. Now, obviously, I'm not that market audience because I don't play competitively in these games, but I can appreciate the effort being put towards the EVO players, the guys who will trounce me in every single match. A perfect example of that would be this match with a guy who called himself Spammer. This is a perfect example of why functions like a block list or a friends list are really, really helpful. This guy was sitting in the battle lounge, playing the same character, doing the same technique, same action over and over again, only enhanced by the fact that I effectively lied to him. And obviously his rank and rating gone up high, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't catch me in real life if he wanted to. He would actually give it. He wouldn't win. It's comparatively against a remote player who he can just trounce and do one of the same techniques over and over again. The block function was unbelievably useful. In fact, we found it kind of weird that my block of this fighter, whenever I unintentionally became the admin of the battle lounge, it booted him from the battle lounge, which was a pleasant surprise. Essentially allows, won't allow people who have been blocked by members of that lounge or that space to actually share a room with each other, which means that you don't have awkward situations, but it does imply that you could probably abuse this in the future with other players if you wanted to keep them away from you competitively. But I suppose that's on that they'll probably work out themselves over time at Capcom. But I found it particularly useful because it meant that I didn't have to fight this guy ever again. The Friendless as well, very, very useful for actually finding fighters that you enjoy working with. I found myself receiving invites from a few players as I was playing, which was really encouraging. It's being able to actually quickly jump in and throw an invite to a player that you really enjoyed and met recently without having to put them in on your PlayStation friends list especially considering the fact that there's crossplay between PC and PS4 on this. It was absolutely necessary. A good way of bringing this all together with the crossplay, so that I imagine some people will be frustrated that it doesn't link in automatically with a PlayStation Friendless, but it means you can always search and find the person inside the game that you're playing. And I'm sure this will probably pass on and expand across the rest of the Capcom Fighting Network games that will probably exist in the future, which I would be kind of impressed if they actually can tie it in with the release of Capcom vs. Marvel Infinite. Looking at the character list here on Street Fighter V, obviously with the beta we got to see all the characters being added since the Season Pass came through. Of course, Juri, Urien, Akuma, Korin, and the newest guy, Ed. Now, looking at those characters, I've got a frustration with Ed just because a lot of people were playing as him in the beta, because I suppose people were getting really used to using them. But the character list doesn't feel madly extensive, but I imagine it's really controlled to make sure that there is an even balance for all the different types of players that are out there. Personally, I would be a Chun-Li player. I play with fast characters, and for my lack of experience on the game, it was so much better to be spent doing the button tapping attacks, like something like E Honda or Korin. Even herself actually works really well with, because she actually has a similar kind of like a rapid fire punch. So yeah, going around searching for replays was a useful experience. It was enjoyable to use because they quickly search and pulled up the most important ones or most relevant ones for whatever search statistics I was looking for. Specifically, I wanted to see what the most viewed stuff was, because I imagine this is going to be a harvesting ground for techniques for the future players of Street Fighter V, and the replays they don't remove you from your queue list, so you can actually pull up a match and just check out the details for it easily enough while waiting for your next one to load. To have that easy drop in, drop out for your playbacks is really helpful, and I imagine it's probably going to boost people's numbers when they're watching videos, because people come back to watch the second half of a match if they're really enjoying it. I couldn't bring myself to actually study myself up well enough to actually just go and enjoy it, but I'd watched a few matches just for the sheer pleasure of it alone. I imagine an idea of a best of channel where they could actually repeatedly just play stuff back to back would be something worthwhile in the future, and especially with the addition of the ticker tape that they will be running across the bottom of the screen, which will tell you stats and releases of replays by other people on your friends menu in future.
Your opponent is using the...
So to play us out here at the tail end of this little video series, my thoughts and opinions on the CFN beta trial for Street Fighter V is a fight between me as Chun-Li versus a guy playing as M. Bison. Now, if you guys want to get into more Street Fighter V, I highly recommend you check out a much more fighter-orientated channels. Videos like Maximilian Dude is a guy I constantly would recommend. He keeps me involved and up to date on a lot of the stuff that I don't even get around to playing anymore. So seriously, check out his channel. There's no reason not to. He has so much more information than I do relating to fighting. Hope you guys enjoyed the video here on the channel, and I hope to see you all again very soon. And I'll just shout out at the very end just as this fight ends. So see you then.
That's good kung fu.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah. Hey, get ready. Back here.
And that's how an officer of the law does their business. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see all you dudes in the next video. Bye.